Here we go, folks. Barricade. This is from the G.I. Joe series, the Real American Hero line of 3 3/4 action figures. This is a later one in the series from the early 90s when we've gotten into Battle Force. He is, like the others, about 3 3/4 inches, so no surprises there. And I want to jump right into him. He has a lot of gold plastic on him, a lot of gold paint. So that tends to crack and break if you're familiar with gold plastic syndrome. So let's take a look at him up close. He has that surprisingly elongated neck. It's kind of disturbing. Let's get him to focus there. And I want you to see he's angry about something. It's not his paint applications. No real paint wear that I'm seeing so far. Let's take a look all throughout. Yeah. Let's take a look at those. I do want you to see his elbows so you can see where it's begun to crack a little bit there. It's starting to craze at the very least. It's not quite a through crack, but it is cracking. So I'm gonna when we put it in the catalog, I'll mention it as cracked, although it's not quite there yet. He has both thumbs and he has his waist piece. The crotch is intact, so that's fantastic. And amazingly, there is no rub anywhere on this. Do I think it's been touched up? No, I don't. I think this is original. But it's surprising how good a condition this is. Sadly, that probably means that somebody didn't play with it a lot. They probably got it, threw it into a box, didn't ever look at it again. And that's sad for them, but really good for you because you're going to get nice piece right here. So he didn't wear his backpack that often. See scraping here and here when that occurs, and I don't see any of that here. I don't see any paint wear back. And of course, you'll be able to look at these in the catalog at TheBigToyAuction.com. We've taken photos of the front and back as well, because the camera does not want to cooperate right now and focus in. But overall, really great piece. I'm surprised at how well that gold paint has held up. I'm going to give him a little flop right here. Give him the flop test, and nope, no floppiness in waist, knees, hips. Shoulders are actually tight, and I don't want to push the elbows too much just because, as I said, they are beginning to craze. They're on the verge of cracking, but not there yet. So all around, a pretty good one. Let's check out his equipment. Does come with this, well, his name is Barricade, and he's there to, he's listed as a bunker buster, so let's try it out. See what this does. Wow. All right, so a pretty good spring on that one. Loaded pretty good. A lot of good action on that. You see his weird little backpack right here. Guessing holds this so that he can have a lot of lower back issues in his older years, because that is not a good way to carry anything, even if he holds it down this way. Oh no, well, one, it's not designed, it doesn't really go in that way well. Two, he's just going to blow his feet off. I don't understand. Who designed this? Ron Rudat, I'm looking at you. Did you design this? All right, so he's got his helmet. I'm not going to put it on. Well, maybe I will. I'm just afraid I'm going to give him some more paint rub there. Have any. It's been 30 some odd years. I would end up being the one to do it, but we can see it's a nice softer plastic, which is good. A little bit RoboCop feel to it if you really look at it. For those of you who are customizers, you may in fact make a RoboCop out of it. Pretty nice and firearm right there. He comes with a stand like a lot of these Battle Force figures did. Marked, what does that say? Does that say 92? Oh, 88. 88 on it. Different than the file card. So the file card gives you information about him, taken from the original card, but I do want to point out somebody somewhere along the line wrote 1991 on it. So it is marked up. Fortunately, that's a little bit of a flaw for it. Otherwise, the rest of it looks great. It lets you know exactly when he was made. Other side's the same as well. This is where the bubble would have been lifted, and here's where his card art is. All around, a pretty cool piece. you are a Battle Force collector, a G.I. Joe collector, if you just like bunker busters, head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com and get this piece today. This is Barricade from the 3 3/4 inch Battle Core line.